And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rodri. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Foden. That's a lovely, neat pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pickford clears. Jordan Henderson. De Bruyne. Rodri. Son Heung-min. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Mount. Mount! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Tries to play it through. And the shot! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
All the way back. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest.
And Bernardo Silva! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Great vision. Now it's Mount. He has found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Shoots! Tomiyasu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many buttons.
Bernardo Silva! And a terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Nunez.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Petit. Foden. De Bruyne. Now Foden. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Salah. Law. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He can run onto that. Adams. And it's Henderson. Mount. Son Heung-min.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adams cuts it out. Mount. Rodri. Foden. Now De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mount receives it in a good position here. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away. And it's De Bruyne. Now this could be a chance. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Right now for information on our shuttle bus service. Substitution for Arsenal, number 9, Darwin Núñez.
And that's the second half started.
Coming on the field is number 10, Son Heung-min.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne goes steaming forward. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eze. Now it's Son Heung-min. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mohamed takes a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
He's had it taken off him. Law. Eze. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for a runner. Mount. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva. Lovely, now then. It's Son Heung-min! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Jordan Henderson. Son Heung-min is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Law was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Foden. Oh, this looks sharp. Law! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mount. Mohamed Salah. And it's De Bruyne. Jordan Henderson. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Oh, super ball. And the finish! Yes, it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer who's...
Goes for a shot! And it's Eze.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15.
We have got changes
Eze.
here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
20, Dennis
Arsenal
Law.
take the lead.
Coming on the
Yeah,
field.
all their effort pays
Number
off in the end. It
41,
just took that extra
Rice.
bit of dynamism
Number
to get them the
7,
goal they craved.
Owen. Substitution in progress.
Jota. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Bernardo Silva. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Jota. Great chance! Yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it,
There will
an
be
impact
3
sub.
minutes added time.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Owen. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Today's match day programs are available
So
from
a brief
stands
breather,
located
and
by
then
the gates.
extra time.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17. Manuel
No
Petit.
winner in 90,
Coming on
30 more to
replace
come.
him is number 47.
White is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And Owen! In for the pieces! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Arsenal go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That was good alertness. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, refuses to take the bait.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
White.
Belum muka.
Saliba. Now it's Foden. Tries to pass it through. And there's green grass. Owen! And that's it for the first half of extra time.
To all members of the crowd,
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Kenapa lagi?
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18. Bernardo Silva.
And we're off for the final
Number 6,
time.
Right.
They have given it everything. It's been grueling.
Number 14,
But who will be standing
Charlie.
at the very end?
Number 2, Dixon.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Matheus Cunha. Jota picks it up out wide. And that's been well dealt with. Foden. Well, they can break here. Played into space. Oh, well measured. And this is Son Heung-min. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So what can they make of this? Passes short and sharp.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this one.
Ngapa tuh?
Ayah, tolong pegang.
Iya kan? Tak tulin badminton. Enggak tak ajak fisik pokoknya.
Ya.
Bocor apa nih kira?
Itu gimana?
Ignis enggak ada kasus-kasus bocor.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on
Hello,
this.
everybody, and welcome
Expectation
to today's match.
and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the tradition.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's been... And again! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dunk. And it's made its way to him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. Mount. Good ball. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! And he's found the net! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rodri, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Son Heung-min touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Salah. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's a player who has defined a generation. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just about within shooting range. Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Enggak, tadi kamu bilang di tengah-tengah piye ya ngono tok. Iya ya di tengah-tengah kamu bilang gitu tadi.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, cracking ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. This looks promising. Scholes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Nistelrooy. Gakpo. Picked out brilliantly. Now can shot, surely! And he's quick to get it clear again. And that has fair fizzed. Oh, he's got that completely wrong. Jordan Henderson. And it's Mount. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Son Heung-min. Nicely shaped ball. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dunk. For De Bruyne. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Jordan Henderson. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Arsenal are down to 10 men. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. He's on it, can he get away? Salah. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mohamed Salah.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
2 added minutes has been
Jordan
indicated.
Henderson. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the through ball. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well,
And
for
if
us
you do have a
neutrals,
chance
this is
today, please
fantastic.
take some time out to
If
give
you're
your
a fan
support
from
to our
either side,
better
it's
stadium
unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are already promptly back underway.
Apa sih mulai?
Passing is crisp and sharp. In with the challenge. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Torres. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
There's the shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bernardo Silva. Mount. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Pickford sends that a long way. Ambitious ball here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Son Heung-min is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Decent progress down the left. Stood up well to him there. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking for the run. Oh, delightful ball. And it's hoisted clear. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. So, what can they make of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Mount. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. Tries a shot! Not the most accurate pass. Out towards the flank. Gakpo given the lift of his goal. Jordan Henderson. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Henderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's on the finish! He has done it! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
The goal scorer
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever.
Number
He made the
7,
keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
substitution
Very nice.
possible. Number 14, Gakpo. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Ramsey.
Apa Indonesia.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Soboslai. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet. And that is out of play. Bernardo Silva. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Wriggles his way through. Hoisted in. Adams. Son Heung-min. Wilshere. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Corner number 2 then. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out. Oh, smashing header! And with that, the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours.
To announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Well, after all of that, Jim... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
He's having a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And it's De Bruyne. Menu wins the duel this time. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Played out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Bullish header! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Jordan Henderson. That's Mount. And this is De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Takes a shot! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Number 19.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mount. Oh, shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
De Bruyne is standing over this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And he's in on goal. Foden. Opts for safety. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Mount. And it's De Bruyne. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Mount. And it's Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Jota. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. João Pedro. Foden. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely bit of skill. Mount. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mount was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Foden. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Dunk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's De Bruyne. Van Nistelrooy. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's on it, can he get away? Mount, now can he... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Opts to play it back. Son Heung-min! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening.
$115 cash kredit 1.000. Yang di Surabaya ini loh, KM-nya 38.000. Touring. Tapi kayak orang beset sih. Rumahnya Fadil sampai Hani ku dek kono ya tibake.
Fadil juga cuma
Fadil yang dekat. Itu yang sedekat rumah Ibu Hani. Lorongnya kerja di Depok misalnya, yang di situ-situ ya maksudnya. Lah ya kerja di situ ya. Kampusnya podo arek loro. Kampusnya podo. Kan kembar. Kampusnya sama.
Itu di kulkas udah jadi. Itu di kulkas udah jadi. Sekarang. Itu di kulkas udah jadi di dalam. Nggak tahu tak lu.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, Mbappe! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Koeman. Nice looking ball. Rafael Leao looking to get on the end of this. Mignon deals with that nice and simple. Ruben Dias makes the interception. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Just eases him off the ball. And it's João Palhinha. And here's Neto. Tries to play it through. Swings it across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Camera. He steps in, and that's the end of that. João Neves. So it is still 0-0. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. Now here's the delivery. Up he goes! Swung over.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ribery. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Goal! France! And France are in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Benzema demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Rafael Leao. And the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Neves charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rafael Leao gets into a good position.
Portugal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ribery driving on and making good progress. Looking for options for movement. He can get that clear. Vitinha. That is good strength. Crosses it in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Benzema is there and he can get that clear. France have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked it up out wide. Aims beyond the defence. Alinia gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Ribery. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Big chance! Goal! France! Into the lead once more. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
France take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry.
Chance, surely! And he's there to get it away. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
France are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
It's a really well-measured ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Palhinha. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
João Neves. And it's Mendes. He gets big! Just off target. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Griezmann. Chouameni to Camara. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good ball, good take. Now it's Coman. And this is Griezmann. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Shot could be on. Benzema.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pass somewhat off target. Gonzalo Ramos. Upamecano gets good distance on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries a shot! It's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Ribery was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saliba. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Griezmann. Just about up to 75 minutes. France finding their passes. That has been slung wide. Now it's Joao Felix. Short changes him with that pass. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Benzema really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Ramos. And a chance! He scores! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Good chance here! Oh, it's come off the upright. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a nicely weighted pass. Mendes is onto this. Upamecano tries to clear.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He is through here. João Cancelo. And that was very necessary.
3 minutes.
Portugal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Deftly away. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. Now it's Coman. And we're done. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what...
Apa?